Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my best of beauty 2016, my favourite beauty products that I have been loving all this year. It has been a crazy year. I started a new job. I decided to go completely cruelty free with my makeup, so all of these things bar one are cruelty free. The one thing that isn't, I will not be repurchasing, but I have not found something to replace it yet, so I'm on the hunt. When we get up to it, if you can give me a little hint about what I should buy instead of it, then that would be very much appreciated. Alright, so let's just jump straight in. I'm going to start with eyes, I think, and this palette, the Tartlette to In Bloom palette, has been my absolute favourite eyeshadow palette all year. I'm obsessed with this. I use it literally every single day. It looks like this on the inside. There are 12 shades and they've got kind of like a mix of shimmers and mattes. They're all pretty, I don't know, they're pretty neutral I think, but there is like a cooler toned row down the bottom and then a warmer toned row up the top and then like a fairly neutral row in the middle. I just love that I can create so many looks with this, and I love that there are so many matte colours. There is only 3 shimmer shades and then the rest are all mattes. I just feel like that is so unusual and also amazing, because I really like to just do all matte looks if I'm doing just like an everyday look, and then I'll maybe like chuck a little bit of shimmer on the lid. I'm not that into like heaps of shimmers, so this palette really just does it for me, and it smells like chocolate. At first I was like, well, isn't that kind of copying Too Faced chocolate bar? But then I was like, actually, this is so much better than that. I hardly ever use my chocolate bar palette and I use this every single day. Actually, the one thing that I really love about this is that it's got like shades light enough that I can use them all over my lid to set my eye primer, and shades dark enough that I can use them to like really define the outer corner. I am wearing it today because I pretty much wear it every day. I have found a couple of favourite eyeliners at Priceline / the drugstore this year, and these are 2 of my favourites. These are the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, and they're incredible. I particularly love the brown one and the nude coloured one, and they're just like your normal wind-up pencils. They've got heaps of product in there and they last all day, and they're really easy to blend. This brown one I use so often. I love like just putting it on the outer corner of my eye, like on the top and the bottom, and then just blending it out with like a bit of a brush or my finger or whatever, and then putting on mascara, and then that's all that I'll wear all day. And I love this nude one just for in the waterline. It kind of like opens up your eyes. I am wearing it now, but I don't know if you can see. It's just a really good color as well. I found that a lot of them are way too like warm and they make me look a little anemic. So this one is a winner. The second eyeliner that I've absolutely fallen in love with is this one by NYX. This is the matte liquid liner, and it's the thing that I love about it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. The thing that I love about it is the brush tip. It's so thin. If I want like a massive wing that almost touches my eyebrow, this is what I will use. In fact, I'll just use this if I want any wing, and it dries matte. It's beautiful. It goes on so easily, and it's super cheap. You can get it from Priceline, which is a winner. The one thing that I will say about this is that if you wear false eyelashes on top of it and then you pull off your false eyelashes, it will also pull off all of the eyeliner, but I don't really care about that. Speaking of eyelashes, my favourite eyelashes this year have definitely been the Ardel Wipies. They're in like the glamour section, but they're not that intense. I used to be super obsessed with the Demi Wispies, but I've moved up to Wispies. They're just like a little bit more full throughout the whole lash rather than just on the outer corner, and they're a little bit longer than the Demi Wispies. These are amazing, and I love that now they come with a glue, and the glue that comes with these, it's so good. I used to be obsessed with the House of Lashes glue, but the one that comes in the Ardel lashes has replaced that. Who would have thought? Oh, I almost forgot my one non-cruelty free product. This is the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base. This is the best, this is the best eye primer that I've ever used in my whole life. I have recently been using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and it's good. It's not bad, but it does not compare. I've used the Urban Decay one, does not compare. This is the greatest eye primer in the world. And I've had this for probably, I think I had this at the beginning of the year, and it's starting to run out, but there's still so much product in this. It lasts for so long. So I don't know what I'm going to do when this runs out. I'm going to be super, super sad. If you have any amazing eye primer recommendations, then please, please tell me, because I need to find one as good as this ASAP. My last eye product kind of came as a bit of a surprise. I got this in one of my last habits, I think, and this is the Teeez Desert Metals Mascara, and it's just a brown mascara. I don't know why it's called Desert Metals, because it's not really like metallic, but I love this. Brown mascara is my thing at the moment. I hardly ever wear black anymore. I love brown. It's so dark that it pretty much looks like black anyway, but I don't know, I feel like it's maybe like a little bit softer on my eyes. I am wearing this now, even though you probably can't tell, but it does a really good job of thickening and lengthening, and it just looks great. It doesn't flake off, it's perfect. I feel like eyebrows are always a really big thing, like on YouTube and in the beauty community and stuff. My favorite eyebrow product is the Essence Make Me Brow. I have absolutely loved this year. I think I've gone through 2 or 3 of them, and it's like $4. Apparently it's a dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow, but I've never used that, so I cannot confirm. But it's like a brow mascara that's got little fibers in it that fill in your brows and make them look thicker in like kind of a natural way. So what I'll do is fill in my eyebrows with like a pencil or a pomade, and then I'll put this over the top, and I love it. Okay, moving on to the face. The first thing that I have is this Chi CC cream. Oh, it's a super CC cream with caviar extract and 30 skin conditioning agents, rich antioxidant formula. That's a lot to put on one packet. Anyway, I love this. It's a CC cream, so it does feel quite light, but it's got a lot of coverage. And this is in the colour Fair. This is the lightest colour that they carry. Unfortunately, they only have 4 colours, which is kind of dodgy. Like, come on, get it together, Chi. I only use this when I'm pale, and when my skin is pale, like, it's translucent. So the redness comes through so easily and quickly, and it's just really annoying. So this really, really covers it all up, and I can apply it with my hands, I can apply it with a sponge, I can apply it with a brush. They all look good. It's really, really easy to go in the day, and I love that it's like a tube with a pump. I don't know why I love that, but it makes it so easy. And this is pretty affordable. I think it's like $20 or something from Target or Maya, wherever you get Chi from. I have one actual foundation to talk about as well, and that is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. This is in the colour Fair Neutral, which I think is the lightest colour that they carry. It's a tiny bit too yellow for me, but I don't really care. I make it work anyway. It is beautiful, and I feel like it lasts for so long. It's the best. It's not full coverage. It can be a light coverage. You can build it up to medium. I don't really think you can build it up to full, but my skin can't really take full coverage foundation anyway. It just looks cakey so quickly, and it is bad. What I love about this though is that it feels really lightweight on my face. So when I put it on and then I put powder over it, it doesn't feel, you know when you can feel your foundation? I hate that. I do not get that with this. Probably should have talked about primer before foundation, but I have absolutely loved this Chi InstaPrime Collagen Filling Primer. I got this to replace my L'Oreal like pore filling primer, which I loved, and I loved this way more. As you can see, I'm pretty much finished. I have to go and get a new one. It's fairly affordable. I think maybe this is like $20, and you get a huge pot. This, I think I got close to the beginning of the year, and I'm only just used it up now, so I'm pretty impressed with that. I just love how this fills in all of my pores, and it fills in my forehead wrinkles. That is what I'm looking for in a primer. Park Avenue Princess Contour Kit Volume 1. Oh my gosh, I love this. So this is just a little kit, and it comes with Park Avenue Princess Bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. This is the one that I like to use when I'm pale. So Park Avenue Princess Bronzer is my favorite bronzer ever, the matte one. I do like the shimmer one, but the matte one is way better. And so I use it every day. And then when I'm not tan, I use this contour kit because it's got like a nice pinky blush and a nice like pinky toned highlight. And then when I've got a tan, I use Contour Kit 2, which has the same bronzer and then like a more peachy blush and kind of like a more yellowy highlight. But I love every single thing in this palette. I think the Tarte bronzers are great, I think the Tarte blushes are great, I think the Tarte highlighters are great. So really, like, you can't go wrong with this. It's awesome. 1 and 2, they're both great. Speaking of highlight, I feel like this year has been like so intense with highlight. It's crazy. And I don't really like full on insane highlight, but like, who doesn't like highlight? Everybody does. And when the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sundipped came into my life, my highlight life changed. This is beautiful. It has 4 highlight shades. I mostly stick to this one and this one. This is Summer and this is Moonstone. And then when I'm like super tanned, I guess, I go for these 2. I hardly ever use this really dark one here, but who knows, I might get into it. This one is really beautiful. It's very similar to Becca's Opal. And then these 2 are great for when I'm pale. This one I really love to use if I want like less of an intense highlight when I'm pale. This one I use if I want an intense highlight when I'm pale. This one I use if I want an intense highlight when I'm tan. And then this one I use if I want like less of an intense highlight when I'm tan, if that makes sense. What I love about this is that the colors are not glittery. Not even at all. Like, I love the Becca highlights, but they're glittery. These are just go on like smoothly, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm terrible at explaining this apparently, but they're great. Because apparently I want to be glowy all of the time. I've also been loving my Hourglass Ambient Lighting wardrobe. Now, I have had this for quite a while. I'm pretty sure I didn't get this year. But what I've been using is this middle shade all of the time. As you can see, I've hit major pan. I use this to set my whole face, even though it's probably for highlighting, but I love it. I love it for setting my whole face. I feel like it makes me look so glowy and just like youthful. So when I am pale, which, let's be honest, is 98% of the time, I will set my face with the middle color, and then I will use this one over here, which is Dim Light, as blush, and then I'll use this one over here, which is Radiant Light, as bronzer. And it just looks so pretty and not over the top shiny, just a good amount of glow. Since I've been speaking so much about when I'm tan and when I'm not tan, I might as well show you what tan I love. So these are the Mind Tan tans. This is the original one, and this is my favorite. This is the limited edition extreme color, but I don't really know if this is limited edition because I see it all of the time. I just get these from Priceline. They are Australian owned and cruelty free, and they give you a really nice like bronze color that isn't orange, if you know what I mean. Well, I don't think that it's orange anyway. And they last like a good 7 days as long as you take care of it, obviously. They're super easy to apply. I don't know if they have a mitt that goes with them, but I don't use that. I use the Saint Tropez mitt, which is the best. And the best thing about these is they don't have a crazy smell. So, I mean, obviously they have a little bit of fake tan smell, but it's not insane. I just love that about them. I love it so much. Alright, almost done. I've got 3 skincare products to talk about. If you regularly watch my videos, then this probably won't come as a surprise, but rosehip oil. Rosehip oil has changed my skin. I feel like I hardly ever have breakouts anymore. My skin is hardly ever dry and gross. It's not too oily. It's been great, and I'm pretty much 100% attribute it to using rosehip oil in my skincare. So this is the Essano Certified Organic Rosehip Oil. This is the one that I'm using at the moment. I really like it. I wash my face and then I'll put this on, like slather it on before I go to bed, and it just soaks in. It makes my pillow oily, which is gross, but that's totally fine. And then in the morning I'll like wash my face again, and I'll just put it under my eyes because that's where I get super dry skin, and then I'll put my makeup over the top, and it doesn't affect my makeup at all. There was one point where I was just like full on mixing this in my makeup because my skin was so dry, and I really liked that, and it made my face look really luminous, but it also made my makeup last like 3 hours, so that's a little bit of a fail. So before I put on my rosehip oil, I cleanse my face, and this is what I use. This is the Innoxa Restore Hydrating Facial Cleansing Oil. I absolutely love this. This gets rid of all of my makeup like so easily. So you put it in your hand and then you just rub it all over your face, and then you mix it with a little bit of water, and it kind of like emulsifies and just strips off all of your makeup. It takes off all of your eye makeup really easily. It takes off like the glue from False Lashes. It's fantastic, and it leaves my skin feeling really hydrated. Most cleansers leave my skin feeling like really dry and like intensely in need of moisture. This does not do that, and that is why I love it. And my very last favorite product of 2016 is these Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Daily Cleansing Pads. So these are like little pads with glycolic acid in them, and they do like a chemical exfoliation of your face. So I use these every single morning. Instead of like cleansing my face with my cleanser, I just wipe one of these all over my face, and then I leave it for a little while. You can kind of feel it like tingling, which is the exfoliation. It just like gets rid of dead skin cells, which is great. I find that sometimes physical exfoliation, like with my Clarisonic or like a scrub, can be a bit too harsh on my skin. I do it, but probably only every 2 weeks, whereas this I can do every single day. The only thing that you need to watch out for is that if you do chemical exfoliation, you really need to wear sunscreen every single day. Alright, that is all of my favorite products for 2016. I feel like it wasn't that many. Like, there definitely could have been more, but I tried to keep it to like one thing per category and really only my favorites. Please leave a comment telling me what your favorite products for 2016 were. I love reading about what you guys like, and it kind of fuels my shopping addiction, which is probably not that good. Please give this video a thumb up if you liked it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next year. Bye!